Hello everyone. Today I'm going to talk about the new AI office assistant I developed recently. The whole idea of me developing this assistant is basically to help us in summarizing the emails and Slack messages we get on everyday basis. So these days we are having a lot of modes of communications, right? Emails, Slack messages, or some messages in Teams, or voice call transcripts, or WhatsApp messages, and then it's hard to basically summarize, basically identify what are some of the key messages, or the high priority messages which I need to act upon. That's whole idea behind this office assistant, to helping you basically summarizing all the your inbox emails in your inbox, or from Slack messages, or from any other messaging app. So I just started with only mail and Slack, where you can use in this app, you can ask the app, can you summarize my emails today, or can you summarize my messages today, then it summarize both your emails and Slack messages. Or you can ask it to summarize emails about a specific project, or you can ask it to plan your day based on your emails, so and it will plan your day for you. So to start with, let me show you the inbox I created for this purpose. This is a typical in office inbox, right, where you are having some meeting minutes, some status updates, some announcements, and some other non important messages like some Christmas celebration, some fun, or some facility updates. So out of all these emails, you want to get some actionable insights, or you want to understand like some of the key summary of these emails without going through all the emails one by one. And you also have a lot of Slack messages in different groups, so you want to have a one single you know uh, visible one single place where you actually summarize the emails and Slack messages from different sources. That's the whole idea behind this app I developed. So to start with, let's say you want to summarize all your today's emails. So I just say summarize today's emails. I submit my prompt. So basically now it is actually going and retrieving all the emails from the vector database which I stored in advance. But of course that I have a background job which will look into my inbox every 2 minutes and then retrieves any new email it got. It chunks them, it converts into embeddings and stores in vector database. And now I'm going to try from that. So now I can see that I'm having overall summary of high priority emails. It just not only gives me the high priority email summary, it also gives me individual summaries of each project. And basically it identifies that looking at the meeting content, sorry, the email content, it will identify whether this is a high priority email or not. And how it is done is, once I retrieve all my email data, I will be sent I will send that data to the OpenAI GPT-4 model with a proper prompt which is specifically designed to summarize my emails. So as we test this model, we might have to fine tune the prompt based on some of the learnings what we are having. Like for example, in this case here, I'm still getting this message like Thanksgiving. This may not be really a high priority email, it's generic message coming from some leadership. So this, I don't have to see this in my overall summary, but it is displaying. What it means is that I need to fine tune my prompt a little bit so that it doesn't show up. Okay. uh, uh, or you might want to summarize a particular emails on a particular project. So I will say summarize emails about say database migration project. Right now I want to get only emails related to database migration project. That some big email thread is going on, I might have missed some emails, I want to summarize all the emails related to that. This is where it is doing all the semantic search. It is just not looking for a keyword like database migration. Even you are having a different word for migration, or maybe management or movement, it can still identify that, because of the whole semantic search where it looks for the it converts this particular query into embeddings. It looks for the embeddings which are matching closer to that. So now I could see that it is giving me overall summary of high priority emails. In this, I'm getting all the summary of all the mails related to database migration, and then it is giving me individual summary of each email. The email might be some 100 words, 250 words, 300 words. It is not, you don't have to read everything. It just basically extracting some of the key items from that particular email, and it is highlighting you in a bullet points. So I was also telling about getting actionable insights, right? Actionable. What does it mean? Like, for example, when I wake up in the morning, when I start my work, I have tons of emails and I want to plan my day looking at my inbox. So, right. So I can say plan my day. So now it will plan your day. It when I say plan my day, what happens when I click on submit prompt? It is actually going and retrieving all your emails from your inbox today, identifying the action items from each of the emails, and then creating a to-do list for you in the Todoist app with all the action items from all the emails. You might have some emails about status update, escalation, some generic items. You might just want to congratulate someone got a promotion. It just after creating it, basically you can go to do is tab here. You can see that it will also categorize that action items into like project, escalation, general. You can do any number of categories you want. In this case, I choose to do only three categories. It not only creates the action item, it also gives you context about which project this email action item is coming out of, which email this action item is coming out of, so that even if you want to go back and refer, it can. And you can see that is also intelligent enough to identify the due date based on that particular action. Please ignore the date here, and so for some reasons I put a wrong date. For example, you can see here that there is a meeting minutes email about meeting minutes. This one, in this email, I'm having an action item which says by April 5th, right? So it is actually identified that particular and actually created a action item with that due date, so that you can act. And then it also identifies some general emails. There is some Christmas celebrations, yeah, you can go and sign up. There is no due date for this. It is not so trivial high priority thing for you to act on right now. It also talks about some facilities, some promotions, and then inform team about all these things, and then so that now just by giving a prompt, it actually categorized all your action item for the day, and then it created a list for you, and then you can actually go and start working on them. So this is about the office assistant. So as of now, I have integrated this with Gmail and Slack, but I want to integrate in future with some WhatsApp messages, or maybe from the Microsoft Teams, or maybe some other voice transcripts, everything. So we there is no, we can keep doing this and also provide other Todoist apps, just not Todoist, but I can also provide integration with other task management applications, or maybe something like some project management tools like Asana, like where you can actually go and create a task in Asana based on some of the emails. So this is about the project. I will quickly walk you through the architecture of this project. As I told, there are two stages in this project. Stage one, where you actually have a background job which runs every few minutes, and then it goes and retrieves all the emails, Slack messages from different Slack and Gmail, and then it does all the cleaning. It will remove all the promotional emails, spam emails, some other type of email which are not relevant to you, and then it will actually chunk all the emails into small chunks, and then it generates embeddings. This is where I was talking about semantic search. So when you generate the embeddings, when user enters a query, you will be able to search the items which are very similar to that particular query user is having. And then I'm using this Hugging Face. No, this is a model to generate the embeddings, and then I'm using Elasticsearch to store all the data. Once I store an Elasticsearch, when user actually enters the command, I have something called user command processor to understand the intent behind the user. If user says plan my day, I know that I had to create the task. If user says summarize, I need to summarize. So again, here I use GPT to basically understand the user's intent behind the user query. Then based on the intent, I am actually going and retrieving all my chunks from the Elasticsearch. Then I'll pass on that to the GPT-4 model, which will actually, then again I'm going to invoke the Todoist API to create the tasks in Todoist. So this is about the AI assistant. Hope you enjoyed this. If you have any questions, feel free to comment on this, the blog I'm publishing. Yeah, this is a blog in Medium. If you have any comments, feel free to comment on this blog or comment on this video. Happy to address any questions you're having. Thank you. You have a nice day. Bye.